Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Falai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last episode, we reported in to the leaders of all the factions that we did what we needed to do. With that said, we don't really have much left in the way of quests. I'm still waiting for the Animancers here to tell me to come back, which they should have done by now. We've got the DLC there, and the main quest, but that's not the only thing. We're gonna leave by sea for now. So, here's what we ultimately have to take care of at this point. There are 3 pieces of DLC. So, we've got a quest up here to bring a book to this guy. The book, I checked, is found over here in Splintered Reef. I thought that was connected to a quest. I was wrong. As for the DLC, one of them is this island here. I can't get into it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know where I go in order to get into it, even. But there's no way for us to actually get in here. Not now, anyway. I think there's a quest that shows up that tells us, hey, come in at some point, but we can't get in. Then there's Harbinger's Watch, which is a DLC that is going to give us some very good loot. And I believe the Hall of the Unseen, there was something that happened here, and yeah, the area kind of collapsed, and now there's a big DLC area here. I'm going to go over to Splintered Reef first. Why can't I sail over there? Hold on. Also, I'm going to swap out you for Aloth. For some reason, I can't get closer to Splintered Reef. Oh no. Oh, it was just too far away. Okay, I got it. That's all. There's a limit to how far away you can click. Never mind. Come on, keep going. We can get to Splintered Reef and take a look at what we have on that region. Lower morale because of water. Really? Oh boy. Almost there. Alright, Splintered Reef. Let's take a look at this region. Okay, there are things here. We have the boathouse, the pickled eel, the sea-lashed crip, and glowing outcrop atop. I guess we can start with the pickled eel. You encounter a veil of thick fog. Uh-oh. A series of flimsy docks connect scattered stretches of dry land. On all sides, you are flanked by the hulks of splintered, wrecked ships. A thick fog sits upon the water, obscuring the path in all directions. The only sounds you hear are the lapping of water and your own footsteps upon the narrow, rotting planks. The eerie quiet is broken by the barking of a dog somewhere off to your left. Whistle for the dog. Your whistle is met with a renewed barking, and then a sharp whine, abrupt and shrill. After several moments of silence, you hear a running tread upon the docks. A dog bounds from the fog, its dark fur matted with blood. 2 figures stumble after the hound, their maws stained red. Out of the fog, they are revealed for what they are, withered, rotting, human only in silhouette. Darghouls. They halt, swaying at the sight of you, but make no further move. From the darkness of the fog, a third robed figure emerges, a twisted staff raised high in their hands. A flash of light emerges from the staff. As you look on, runes seared into the Darghouls' foreheads flare to life, glimmering like beacons in the darkness. Snarling, the Darghouls rush for you, their blood-slick claws slicing at the air. Alright, so we're starting a fight. This place is haunted. Alright, take them all down. Darghoul swashbucklers, interesting. That's a vampire. Okay.
I'm feeling the strength.
Oh, you guys are actually taking a lot of damage at the moment. Not very pleasant. Okay, one of them is down, and so are you. That was shockingly fast. Please take out that vampire. Thank you. There goes the swashbuckler. These guys are actually going to be a little tougher than I expected, it seems. Alright, down goes that one. Honestly, didn't expect that to happen. Okay. So that's a bit of loot. Let's see if there's anything else of note around here. The answer appears to be no. Alright, let's move on. Let's take a look at the pickled eel. It looks like it might be a tavern. So there might be something here. We might be able to rest. I don't know. A skeleton.
Tell me this is a costume party.
And a
Looks
Darghoul.
like we have someone new in town.
And a lost cat.
Sure.
Bonnie. While Bonnie is following you around, some enemy attacks against you will graze instead of hit, and some enemy weapon attacks against your party will hit instead of crit.
Well, hello there.
The woman greets you with a cheery smile, the effect of which is marred somewhat by her only having half a face. She scrubs, unperturbed, at some glasses.
Guessing you just came in.
As she speaks, you notice a strange mark upon her forehead, a kind of symbol or rune. Yes, I've just arrived.
Always happy to see new faces. We're a long ways from everywhere, and not many folk are so keen to risk the voyage. You're just in time for the harvest. Help yourself to some ale while you're waiting. Zulka ought to be here soon with the day's catch. Good to see you again.
Aha.
Thinking of staying on?
Got a tavern
Just
keeper
arrived.
here.
I'll wager you the third.
Are you up here?
Up on the balcony, a tall and lanky figure waves frantically for your attention. That done, he ducks down again behind the railing. It's not an effective hiding space. Sure.
Good, good. I thought for sure you'd wander off. Get yourself into trouble.
The man before you, or creature perhaps, as his skin is grayed and withered as that as the other patrons, wears a helmet 2 sizes too large for him. It tips from side to side as his head moves.
I'm Copperhead. That's what they call me. Friendly nicknames. You know how it is. I know you're different from the others. I can see it.
What are those strange runes? Everyone in here seems to have one.
Oh, right. Have a look.
He tips the helmet back just far enough that you can start to see the outline of a rune upon his forehead.
You're not you, eh? You stick out like a cat in a kennel.
He simpers nervously, eyes darting left and right.
It's not safe here. Not where everyone's looking, listening. I have a house, out on the outskirts. You don't mind me keeping to myself. We can talk there.
Very well, I'll meet you there.
Look out for the ones in charge. Them with the staffs. They spy you, things will get bad in a hurry. Zulka, especially she. I have to go.
Oh, that's a little concerning. Oh, crap. A woman strides into the tavern bearing a staff whose ornamental head glows with arcane energy. She strikes the staff upon the ground once, and the tavern fills with eerie light as the runes carved upon each vessel's forehead begin to glow. Zulka mutters something under her breath, and a faint aura ripples around the 2 bound kifs standing behind her. That done, she makes a sweeping gesture of the arm with all the showmanship of a theater performer.
Menzago has brought you a feast, my friends. Livestock and game. Tonight, we eat well.
Everyone in the tavern cheers as the kith are carted into a back room.
Copperhead, you are not staying for the celebration?
Copperhead freezes mid-slink, grinning insipidly.
Not today, Zulka. I've had my fill, really. Another mouthful and I'll split down the seams.
He bobs his head in a feeble bow, then scuttles away. Zulka's attention drifts back toward the crowd. Well, that's concerning. And there's no way around her. Nope, she is moving out. So we could sneak away. The vampire's gaze falls upon you, and for an instant it seems that she will overlook your presence. And then her eyes narrow, and she raises her staff with a great violent motion.
Look here. Someone a little too eager to climb into the stew pot.
All around you, lights flare above the furrowed brows of the gathered vessels. The tavern patrons slump into feral postures, their eyes blank and insentiate, their jaws gnashing. As one, they lunge toward you.
Let's go.
Okay, that's bad. You know what? I think maybe I should have been a bit more careful. Give me a moment. We might be able to explore and loot things before that.
Costume party.
Looks like we have some.
Yeah, so-
Well, guessing you just came in.
Yes, I
Always
just
have to help
arrived.
yourself.
Okay, grab the cat. Loot this.
Just
Can't
arrived.
talk to the skeleton.
I'll wager you the first.
You're calling, but let me go up here first.
Why not?
Can I rest with the tavern keeper? Or is he just going to say something else?
Drink, ma'am?
The man at the bar goes about his business in merry defiance of the fact that he appears to be semi-decomposed. Behind him, a dwarf hangs upside down over a barrel. Blood streams down into the bucket from a wound in his wrist. From time to time, the dwarf twitches feebly.
Ain't got much on the menu, truth be told, but an ale ought to hold you over until Zolka and her people turn up with supplies. Then you can enjoy the catch of the day. Here, newcomer. First drinks on the house.
He pours from a nearby pitcher, filling the goblet with an unmistakable red liquid, thick and dark. The coppery odor hits your nostrils with force. The barkeeper slides the goblet across the bar towards you. You mad? I'm not drinking blood.
What? How dare you? My ale's the best in the Deadfire.
The barkeeper snatches back the goblet, fixing a scowl on you that's all the more horrific for its grisly aspect. Okay, so I don't really have much of a choice then. Speak to Copperhead.
Good. I'm Copperhead. Oh, right. You know, look out.
Alright, we go through all this.
Men's cup.
Not.
So, all the minions here are weak. I can probably get to her fairly quickly.
I think I saw him first.
Look.
Alright, get over and take her out as quick as you can. The others, you can throw down a meteor shower, I think. Actually, no, not with those gunpowder barrels. This, however, would be a good thing. Okay, that helps out deal with a couple of these. Lightning. Oh, Zelka's all the way over there. Didn't see that coming. Okay, the lightning is definitely something that helped a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems there wasn't much we could do about these. Down goes Zulka. Now we just need to kill the rest of these, undead. And now the Dargul, and there we go. Okay. I thought we might have been able to do something. I was wrong. Okay. Vampire Quarterstaff. Grants grave command. Calls upon the power of the grave, charming vessels and frightening any kith in the area of effect. Interesting.
Indeed.
Let's see if we can rescue the people who are here. The captive's mouth is gagged with a tight bandana. A loop of iron is bolted around her neck with a glowing emblem wrought into the metal at the join. She struggles to speak with you, but manages only a muffled, garbled yell. Examine the iron collar more closely. Can't make sense of the symbol, much less whatever spellcraft might be at work. Remove her gag. The woman takes a few gasping breaths for air before lowering her voice to a conspiratorial whisper.
What in blazes is going on? Have you seen those monsters?
There was this Dargul Copperhead. He might know more about what's going on.
Funny name or no, I wouldn't trust that creature with anything but the end of a sword. We were sailing under Lofel, captain of the Antelope, and making good time. A clear sky and a good wind until, out of nowhere, this fog bank rolled in. Then, a great hulk came gliding through the water towards us. Nearly stove us there and then. The floating hangman. I got hit so hard it surprised me to wake up again. But the next thing I knew, those things were carting me and Kasungo down the road. Daimo here started hollering, and they all but cracked his skull in two. I have to get him back to Fort Deadlight. You've gotten past them. Help us do the same.
The way is clear, you can go.
Our gratitude, stranger. Come by Fort Deadlight sometime, and we'll give you a grand welcome. Though, mayhaps we'll follow your ship a while. Wouldn't do to get caught again.
Alright. Though I worry about those, callers. Alright, let's see if we can get over to Copperhead at the boathouse. That's gotta be what it is. And loot things up here. Yeah, there he is. Each blade is pitted through with rust. Rainwater is gathered in these jugs, and these in turn fill the ship with their briny odor. These cuirasses have been picked over for parts. The pages nearby are covered in scrawled designs for a helm.
Leave it to me.
Nikki. While Nikki is following you around, enemy attacks against you are more likely to graze, and your party receives a bonus to melee weapon accuracy. Not bad. Alright, Copperhead.
Over here. Over here. Mind your step. I've collected things. Spent years collecting.
He waves a hand vaguely at the collection of detritus that lines each surfacing corner of his makeshift abode.
I've always been curious. There are so many ships out there on the reef. I could dive down, see what I found. It was beautiful down there. 100 stories, and I read them piece by piece. Nothing like the helmet. And nothing's been the same since the helmet. I put it on. I get glimpses of what this place really is.
He leans forward, looking left and right with conspiratorial glee.
A ship's graveyard, teeming with the dead. The not dead. They're still alive.
I know, I can see through the illusion just fine.
Yeah, well, the dream only works on folk what have this symbol on their heads. I didn't see it till I got the helmet on. And all of us, dead, or something like it, feeding off the living to stay alive a little longer.
Not something you'd want to wake up to.
No, it were a shock, I'll tell you true. Maybe I did go a little mad, just a little. I can't see as to what we've been charmed for, but I know it's got something to do with the crypt. That's where Mentzago is, the man in charge of this place, and where Lucia Ravan's old keep used to be.
Oh.
Anytime new settlers turn up, they come out of that place. When they start to lose their senses, get too hungry, that's when they get taken. The strongest get fed to Mentzago's most loyal servants, the protectors. The rest of the kith, they bleed slow in the tavern. Once in a while, the protectors treat us to a whole body.
Copperhead hangs his head, trailing off.
Point is, whatever they're doing to keep us living in this little fantasy, it's got to be in there somewhere.
The same Ravan that captains the floating hangman.
I don't know the ship, but Ravan's supposed to be some great captain. She founded this place, made it what it is now.
Alright, I'll have a look at the crypt.
Hold on, you can't just walk on in. It's guarded. Really, really well guarded.
Well, do you have any ideas?
The guards don't really leave their posts, unless the hunters are back with fresh meat. But them got a schedule. They come and go as they please.
I can handle it, trust me.
Don't got much choice there, have I? But, well, good luck. I'll wait for you. And if they put a rune on your head, I promise I'll try and find a way to fix you.
Well, thank you very much. Alright, I think we're gonna need to rest. Let me see if I can make any good food. No, not the special. I can make a smoked rib rack, +4 might, +1 to all power levels. I mean, that's pretty good. Or a Kappa T. That's the only other thing I can make. Which isn't really that great. And as for this, also, I don't have enough that I can make these. Interesting as some of them are. Lower hostile effect duration, high might. Might, power level, penetration with weapons. That's actually pretty good. Cured swordfish is... I think I do have a couple of those. Those would be useful, I think. And damage with spells. I think I can make one of these. Go ahead. Unfortunately, that's all I can make of... Well, no, I can make the Kappa T, but I don't really want to. It's not the best. And I don't care about scrolls and the unique. I can make a Blackwood hull. Oh, that would actually be useful. If I can find one more Blackwood log, I have no idea where to find them. That would be nice. Okay, the rest of this I, for the most part, don't care about. So, let's drop a rest down here. And we'll go with... Crusted swordfish for you. And... Where's the one I just crafted? The smoked rib rack. That'll go up to you. It's pretty good. Mariner's porridges for you two. And for you, not the forbidden flesh pie. That's a horrible idea. And I'm not going to use the Hylia's bounty. 8 shark meat. No, it's not that great. Cuttlefish? Maybe. I'll give you a Mariner's Potion as well. Go ahead and rest. Alright. And with that, we'd be going out of here to the tomb, which I think we'll do in the next episode. Yes, this episode's going a little shorter, but that's perfectly fine. Next episode, we'll see if we can make our way into this place and see what we can clear out. That'll be in the next episode. Till then, I am Chester44. I'll send in his fly. That is Laniara, Palagina, Joti, Maya, and Aloth. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, and I shall see you all next time.